Here we go.
Soy, the final frontier. I'm Comrade Britt.
And I am Philip Femore Hoffman. These are the voyages of the starship USS Funkytown, our ongoing mission.
To explore new Star Trek episodes, both cringe and based, and to boldly go to
Binge watch Copland Lore!
Soy Trek the podcast is here.
Soy Trek.
One half vegan, one half queer, 100% communist, unless we have a less leftist guest.
Patrick and Britton,
Talking, joking, farting and shitting, all about Star Trek. Like our buttholes, the show is wrecked. Soy Trek the podcast is here. So listen to Soy Trek right in your rears.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, we did it.
We done did it.
We done did the theme song again.
We did.
For the 100-something time, I think.
My God.
I don't know. I think we're at like 170 episodes or something at this point. You're only on like 150 of them.
Really? Yeah, I guess so.
You're on quite a few.
Yeah.
We be doing episodes.
We be doing episodes.
We be doing episodes for the people to listen to our episoding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, was it 100? Have been done it 150 times? Like, no, we record multiple episodes.
Yeah, we do. We've done up to 5 episodes in a day before.
Yeah,
so,
it's true.
You know,
all for the people.
Yeah, for the people, for the money, for the power. I do it for the power.
Yeah.
And the sex.
Ooh.
I get so much sex from my Star Trek podcast. You have no idea, dog. All the sex. I am having sex with vaginas, with anuses, with penises, with mouths.
Oh my God.
And sometimes armpits.
Armpits, you know what?
I'm not into it, but if they're into it, whatever.
No, it's the forbidden hole.
It's not that forbidden. People be making fart sounds with it all the time. Can you make a fart sound with your armpit?
No, I could use my hands though.
Oh yeah?
I haven't done it in a long time. Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah, it's all right. That's all right. Okay, that's having sex with a mayonnaise jar right there.
I used to be really good at it.
It's a different sound.
Because as a kid, I really liked that music video, Headline News by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh yeah.
And he has the part at the end when the guy is like, the guy is really good at hand fart sounds, and he's just like able to just like play the song with his hand farts.
Yeah, I always like the idea of someone who's like known for making fart sounds.
Yeah, like Mr. Methane.
Mr. Methane.
He's this British guy who can fart on command.
Oh, cool! So he's like a fartin' Larry.
He's a fartin' Larry. Yeah,
That's so cool.
He's I guess like his fartin' Larry from America. Like Mr. Methane's our friend from across the pond.
It's like the British and American Dennis the Menace divide.
Yeah.
Like you know how they have a Dennis the Menace that was created like the exact same week our Dennis the Menace was created?
Yeah, that's
and
insane.
It's just a different character entirely.
Yeah, like theirs has like black hair instead of blonde hair.
Right.
Yeah,
so weird.
Yeah, Mr. Methane, he wears a superhero outfit.
And farts.
And he farts.
Do you think he ever takes a little poo poo?
I think he does, like, because he used to be on the Howard Stern show a lot when I was younger. I would watch it, and I think there was a couple times, and he would do one thing. His finale was he would put just a bunch of talcum powder on top of his butt and then fart out a cloud. But he would do songs. He would fart to songs. Yeah, look up his videos.
Mr. Methane.
Yeah, Mr. Methane.
How do you spell that?
It's like Mr. Methane.
Oh.
Yeah, methane.
Oh, methane. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting. That's
It's like that's just some for like ancient lore that I just pulled from the back of my head.
Yeah,
I haven't thought about him in forever. Wow.
Yeah, that's like.
I hope he's still alive. I bet he's dead.
Yeah, probably. He probably died in a farting accident.
Yeah. He was very, very thin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, like, there was some sort of IBS type problem going on, but I think he was just able to suck in air into his butthole and then fart it out.
That's pretty neat. You know who used to do that a lot was my friend, the drummer in my band, Justin.
Oh, really?
He'd get on, like, all fours and, like, suck air up into his butt and then fart it.
Just a bunch of people just around him clapping.
Yeah. I mean, we were all like, whoa, crazy.
Crazy.
Probably laughing.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a weird thing for your friend to do.
Yeah.
Just suck up some air into his butt and fart it back out.
On all fours.
On all fours,
in the practice space.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fun.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yep.
Maybe he can be the new Mr. Methane if the Mr. Methane died.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good at drums, so I think I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, keep the Mr. Methane thing on the back burner in case like the drumming thing doesn't work out.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's a good backup plan. You know what else is a good backup plan?
Huh?
Is starting your own Patreon and
Oh my
doing
God.
a dumbass podcast and shit. Yeah, so we got a Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. And that covers everything I do, including I got a new show coming out this week called Prison Breakdown.
oh shit.
Yeah, and it's two professors from a college in Rhode Island, Roger Williams University, who are also both former corrections officers, talking about prisons
Oh hell yeah.
and prison stuff from like a very academic and pretty leftist perspective.
Oh nice.
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. You're gonna be doing that.
Yeah, I'm the producer of that show,
Oh.
so it's going to be bi-weekly, but I'll put it up on the Patreon
Oh hell
as
yeah.
well, so you can listen in the same feed that you listen to your soy trek on.
So they're getting some extra podcastings.
Hell yeah, they are. I mean, it's a podcast. It's also going to be everywhere, but they'll get it early.
Oh.
Unlike everybody.
Unlike everybody else who have to wait like plebes.
Yeah,
Fools.
right. God. Oh, what's this picture of you got? Oh, Mr.
Methane. Yeah.
Methane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude is like flocked by like strippers that he paid to be there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool thing to do.
That's pretty cool.
You know what else is pretty cool? Our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs.
Yeah, sorry, I just found the
It's
picture.
okay. We're gonna. You try to deflect me, you will lose. You will lose.
He's called a British flatulist, by the way.
Flatulist.
Flatulist.
British. I mean, British is like redundant, right?
Yeah.
Like all British people are flatulist.
It's inherent to the island. It's one of those things that they got from being so inbred for so long.
And the beans.
Yeah.
Eating beans for breakfast will make you like a
That's true.
tootin' machine.
I do have a can of those Heinz beans that's been sitting.
Oh, they're really good.
They're really good.
I really like
I might
those.
do a little bit of that on some toast tomorrow.
Oh yeah. You guys can get some beans on toast.
Get some beans on that toast.
Hey girl, you gonna let me get some beans on that toast if you know what I mean?
Spread the beans on it.
Or else it gets the hose again.
Or else it gets the hose again. It puts the beans on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
They're very exfoliating.
Oh, is she a great big flatulent person?
You mean British?
I mean,
We kid. We're not kidding. So we got a bunch of tiers on the Patreon. It starts out at just $2 a month. You can get all of our episodes in high quality format the minute we get done making them. You also get to vote every week and give suggestions to us on what episode we're watching.
oh, hells yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty cool deal.
They picked a good one this week.
Yeah, they really did. So
But we love anything that you pick. We do.
No, we don't. Let's not pretend we liked fucking Star Wars Episode 3.
That was pretty brutal, but it was fun making fun of it.
It was, so you know. You got to have fun. I got to take notes.
This thing, you just gotta wing it.
I got to keep some rails on this podcast, brother.
That's true.
If you pay us $5 or more a month, we mention your name and say thank you to people just like Dylan Lance, Nick Savard, Jordan Hale, David Creating Sites, Cappies, D. Gursky, Eric and South Slope, Jor Moore, Tim Wilkinson, Ethan Adams, Abigail Simpson, Iggy, Anna Conklin, James Hartman, 7 of 9, Roberto Molina, King Penumbra, SFC Punk, Gillian McCrary, Shane Sawyer, PJ Hale, Kyle Simmons, Electric Baphomet, and Jonah Hearn. Thank you all so much for all your support. You
Y'all
really
rock.
You do. You really do rock. Yeah, and there's other tiers. One where you get access to my media server that a bunch of people are using lately, including you, Mr. Been watching tons of Tales from the Crypt.
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
I love Tales from the Crypt.
You watched like 8 hours of it.
Yeah, I did.
In the past week. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I just noticed these things, and I'm like, I hope he's okay.
I just like the Crypt Keeper.
That's pretty good.
Thank
That's
you.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I met him.
You did.
I have a signed picture of him.
The actual Crypt Keeper,
The actual Crypt Keeper.
or the guy who does the voice.
The guy who does the voice. I mean, I guess that is technically the actual Crypt Keeper.
Wait, is it an actual guy or is it a puppet?
That's a puppet,
Yeah, I thought so.
but there's a voice behind it. Yeah.
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 And do you think the Crypt Keeper has a dick?
You know, I would say so, because that's why I watched the one episode. It was crazy how much, like, I've watched this show like 20 plus years ago, and like I was just like, wow, I remember all of these episodes because I used to watch it as a child and terrify myself. But there is an episode that has his origin story where he's not a corpse, or I guess he is technically undead. His dad was a two-faced freak in a carnival sideshow.
Okay.
And his mom was a 4,000-year-old mummy that the two-faced freak had sex with.
Which would you rather have sex with? Two-faced freak or 4,000-year-old mummy?
Let me get back to you on that one.
I'd like an answer now.
I'd like an answer now. I mean, but regardless, they somehow had a baby.
Yeah.
And that baby was the Crypt Keeper. Because at the end, you see the baby Crypt Keeper, and he looks like a corpse. He still has he doesn't have a nose. He has his little teeth exposed. So he was born dead.
Born dead. This sounds like an Exodus album or something.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess he was born undead. Maybe, I don't know. But because I guess his mom was technically a living 4,000-year-old mummy. So
okay.
Yeah. But his dad was alive. But
yeah, with two faces. Why does he only have one face? Or why doesn't he have like a quarter face?
I don't know. Well, the other face was really tiny.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was just like, yeah, he cut his the guy who was keeping him captive, he cut his nuts off and ran off with the mummy.
So what you're saying, I think that's technically a threesome, maybe a gangbang if you have an extra guy on your head.
Yeah, I guess it technically is your vestigial twin.
Right.
Like it was your twin that you absorbed but didn't absorb all the way.
Yeah, I had twins.
I had twins. The mummy just like bragging.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I slept with twins.
Yeah.
Twins.
I look pretty good for 4,000 years. Huh?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, I'd definitely pick up a mummy from a bar and fuck him.
Yeah, why not?
Great question. That's my same question. You know.
I mean, and that's you have to wonder how far you'll go, because there is like this one Chinese mummy that is very, very well preserved somehow. Like, I guess she was like trapped in some sort of airtight mud type thing that they made, and it perfectly preserved her body.
Cool.
And so there's that. I guess that in the spectrum, there's that mummy. Then on the other sides, there's, I guess, that Swiss Alps mummy that basically looked like beef jerky.
Right.
So you kind of have to wonder like where you are on that spectrum, like all the way preserved or like beef jerky.
So you're saying you definitely fuck a mummy, just based on how well it's preserved.
I did not say anything. I am not having.
That's just what you implied.
I did not have relations with that mummy.
So yeah, I guess That's that very long opening portion of the podcast. That's our cold open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What we're doing here.
Yeah, we watched an episode of Star Trek this week. Star Trek Lower Decks, season 4, episode 6, called Parth Ferengi's Heart Place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting title.
Yeah, an homage to Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, which is one of, I think, our favorite shows collectively.
It is incredible.
It is.
And also, he also came out with his own book recently called Terror Tome. And I got the Terror Tome on book on tape that's narrated by him, and it's fucking hilarious.
I bet.
Like, it is so funny. I highly recommend Terror Tome for
You
anyone.
ever listen to it in your car on your lunch break with your dick hanging out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
I listen to it when I'm driving home.
So with your dick hanging out.
Yeah. But like not I don't like to listen to it in my car. I just like play on my phone in my car.
Yeah. Listen, folks, don't do what this podcast says and drive around with your dick hanging out, because otherwise you could end up on
the sex offender registry list, baby.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same rules as if you were just in your house,
right?
Dude. And like I think there is different rules if you were just in your car.
Right. Because you can be charged with exposure if you're in your car.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same protection as the house, and it should.
It really should. My car is my house.
My car. I live in my car.
Yeah, this is a podcast studio I rent out. After we're done here, I go home to my car. Sleep there.
2 goons come out and just like push us out.
Yeah, I have two beds and a couch here, but I can't sleep on any of them.
Yeah.
That's not part of the lease, the podcast lease.
Yeah, and after this is done, the band comes and records an album in here.
Yeah, they're black metal. The neighbors really don't like it.
No.
Especially because they're racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of black metal? You think it's all racist?
Pretty much. I lived above a black metal record store in Baltimore briefly.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was
probably a lot of racists there, huh?
Probably like the owner, like they had a real human skull somehow. And
you can buy them on like the internet from China.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I should get one.
Yeah, you should get some bones from China. Those are definitely legitimate.
Yeah, those are legitimate bones.
Yep, not gotten through any ill means whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just easy to find human bones.
Yeah.
You know, they got 1 billion people. A lot of them die. They have to.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a one renewable resource, human bones.
That's what they should fuel their generators with, is human bones.
Yeah. If we can utilize bone power, like we'd be unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna be the scientist that discovers bone power.
Yeah, you're definitely going to go back to school to discover bone power.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
No. So we watched Parth Ferengi's Heart Place, Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 6, which aired today on October 5th, 2023. It's the 36th episode of Lower Decks in all. This one was written by Colin Crawford, who is a writer for Stephen Colbert and Paradise PD.
I never watched Paradise PD.
That's a show that the director of, or maybe it's the writer. No, it's the director of the Very Short Treks works on.
Okay.
So there's some in working there.
Sad Colbert show is so bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think the original Colbert show was pretty
the
rad.
Colbert Report.
Colbert Report, and I actually saw that taped in New York City.
Oh, really?
It was pretty rad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Stephen Colbert is a really hilarious guy, but
he is. Like, he was so good on Strangers with Candy.
Stranger with Candy, God, I love him. Like, he's so funny, but he's also really annoying.
Yeah, his politics are really bland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like unseasoned rice. So this episode is directed by Brandon Williams, who's mostly a storyboard artist for Lower Decks and Solar Opposites, but this is his second directing credit overall after the Cradle of Vexilon from earlier this season, which was a pretty mid episode, I thought. So, you ready to jump right in?
Let's do it.
All right. We open on a Ferengi ship, and they're inventorying foreign disruptors they're going to throw away on account of Grand Negus ROM barring arms sales. So, off the bat, they already have, like, the first line is basically, like, adding to the lore of Ferengi because it hasn't really gone on since the end of DS9.
Yeah. Yeah, and like unless you count, I guess, any sort of like novels or books, but not really.
There was the one guy in Picard, and I'm sure there's maybe some people in Discovery or something. But like, I don't know. This is like the first time they're actually going to, hey, what's the deal with like Grand Negus ROM? What happened to that?
Yeah,
which is pretty fucking sick. I gotta say.
Yeah.
So one of the Ferengi pulls out a tube, and the other says to be careful as it's a portable Genesis device, calling back to the Star Trek 2, 3.
3.
Yeah. Isn't it on like 5 or 6? No.
Yeah, they use that animation.
They use the animation on like everything.
Yeah, ever when they first reveal it, its power. Then they're just like, check out this animation, because it was like what the first animation done with computers
in a movie.
So it was just like, well, we gotta get our money's worth, because it probably cost them
like $1 billion to do this dog shit thing that is like outdated by 1990.
Yeah, like people can do more complicated stuff on their phone now.
Right, they do.
They
100%,
do,
yeah. So suddenly a red alert sounds, and they're under attack. It's the single-person ship again from the episodes 1, 2, 4, and 5 this season, I think, that's been destroying everything. And although they want to do business with it, the captain is wary. His number one quotes a rule of acquisition about risk. He accuses his helmsman of double-crossing him, before the ship blasts them into non-existence. Boom, dead.
Boom.
They're fucking dead.
Dead.
You got fucking murked. You're fucking dead.
I was hoping that we would have seen more about what's going on with this, because how many more ships can we see this thing destroy?
I mean, they still have they have the Andorians.
That's true.
They haven't done Vulcans yet.
That's true.
They've only done Romulans. They haven't done
Tellarites.
Yeah, Tellarites. Have they done Orion? Yeah, they did Orions. Bajorans.
Oh, Bajorans.
Cardassians. I don't think they've done Cardassians yet.
Cardassians would be fun, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the Damarians or whatever.
Yeah.
Or what are they called? From Damar, like the episode Damar.
I don't remember.
Oh well.
But yeah, and maybe that'd be funny if we never do find out what its purpose is. It just goes around each episode from now until the series ends.
Oh yeah,
like across seasons, it just destroys one alien ship in the beginning of the episode, and we never find out what its intent is.
Right. That would be way cool.
That would be.
I'd probably jerk off. I actually like when like shows do things like that. That's why I like Twin Peaks. Like sometimes things go best unanswered, and like revealing a bigger mystery is kind of cool.
Yeah. Like you gotta challenge yourself and ask ask questions.
Right.
You fill in the gaps.
Exactly.
Your brain does.
Right. Like good art like lets you experience and interpret it for yourself.
Yeah.
I feel. So yeah,
but no, we're getting all AI art, so we don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
We like human beings can stop like wasting time being creative and creating art and writing, singing, everything else, because we got AI can do it for us.
Honestly, like this podcast could so easily be done by AI.
Yeah.
You just have one dumbass like tripping over their words, reading shit, and like, and then you got like, and what else do we have? And then
sex offender registry list, baby.
Jamie, bring that up. Where's that gorilla picture? Where's that gorilla video? Put that up. Jamie, you find that on the internet, please.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that.
Yeah.
So we got the opening credits to this show. They're still the same opening credits. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I like how you just left this money on the table.
I did.
You're just like playing with it.
I wanted to like put it into a perfect little pile.
Oh, okay. Like a private pile.
Pile? Shazam! Pile! Shazam!
So we open on a captain's log telling of the Cerritos making their way to Ferenginar to process a formal application for them to join the Federation, which is fucking sick, because that's something I always hoped for Ferenginar.
Yeah.
An admiral tells Freeman to prepare for the quickest signing in Federation history as Rom, Grand Negus Rom, that is, and Lita have brought so much progressive change to Ferenginar. And did he call him the Grand Quark, Lita? Or call her the Grand?
Grand Clerk.
Clerk. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
At first, I thought I heard Quark, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? That can't be right.
Yeah.
But I guess that would be fun if they made a grand title for Quark, even though it showed him last season, and he was
did.
not in, like, that good graces.
Yeah, he's still working at the DS9 bar still.
Yeah. So, well, it was franchised out.
It was franchised. Yeah, we see one of the franchises on Ferenginar.
Hell yeah. So, in addition, Rom is desperate for Federation protection after a string of attacks in Ferengi space. So, Rom and Lita arrive, voiced by Max Grodenchik and Chase Matterson, the original actor and actress, respectively, who played them, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Great to hear from them again. I have the signed picture of Rom you gave me hanging up right there on the wall.
Hell yeah. Chase she's still like she was really active on the SAG strikes.
She is, yeah.
And she has like Will Burroughs art that she like that features her prominently in it, and she has a giant billboard of that. It's
Hell yeah,
fun.
we love to see it.
She rocks.
So they offer the Admiral a gold bust of Good Fortune that looks like him, but also the ceremonial invoice for the bust, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
The Admiral asks if Freeman has any latinum.
Yeah, they gave him the friends and family discount. So
They
it's
did.
fine.
They did. So down with Tendi and Rutherford, they're working on beefing up the dampeners, and they're very happy about it. Mariner is scanning a self-sealing stem bolt, and Boimler checks in on her. She has full autonomy and zero complaints, but she still seems pissed off. Suddenly, Ransom enters and assigns the team to travel guide duty, which he says is the most fun duty to take. Which entails traveling around Ferenginar to different locations and updating the travel guide with sites and activities, which are mostly bars.
Yeah.
Boimler thinks she has something to prove, Boimler thinks he has something to prove and runs off to prepare.
He's like, how many do they typically do? He's like, 4 or 5. He's like, I'm going to do 40.
So
brown noser.
Yeah, right. He's a do-gooder. He's a little overachiever, making everybody look bad.
Yeah.
Someone needs to maybe break one of his legs.
It's true.
Slow him down a little bit.
Yeah. He'll set the pace for everybody else.
No one likes that. No one likes the head of the pack.
Yeah.
Especially when they're too far out ahead.
It's true.
Cut that out.
Cut that out now.
Ransom notes that because it's statistically the horniest and least romantically committed ship, there are no married couples on the Cerritos. So he wants Tendi and Rutherford to pose as a married couple. They're tickled by this idea and go to prepare. And this is like obviously just setting up like, I don't know. We've all been shipping them forever because they're an obvious couple. They're cute.
Yeah.
And
they both have similar dispositions.
Yeah, the deposition is the thing that you have to go to later.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's right. That's why I confuse those words. I gotta do that after this.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your son forever. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you probably should.
You know who did just lose his sons?
Who's that?
Elon Musk.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he lost him a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Grimes sued him for full custody, and she won.
What?
Yeah.
That rules.
Because I was wondering, because he was bringing him to like all of his bringing his son R2D2, whatever his name is, to all of his meetings, and I'm like, that's odd, because he never gets seen with his kids, and it was because he had the custody battle coming up and that he lost immediately. So it's fun.
That rules.
That does rule.
We're glad to hear it.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, he deserves no warmth in this world.
No.
He gives none, he receives none.
I have a theory
That's
that
how it works.
he just wants the kids to transfer his consciousness into them and live forever.
Yeah. He wants to be absorbed into their mind palace.
Yes.
So he can live there forever as a god.
Yeah, and do a being John Malkovich type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he can finally be a famous puppeteer.
Oh, yeah.
So Mariner asks if Ransom pulled strings to get them on travel guide duty, and he says he did because he's nice and handsome, the total package.
Hells yeah.
Down on Ferengi, they land a shuttle, and it's rainy in front of the Museum of Gambling and the Museum of Haggling. Rutherford and Tendi are being annoyingly saccharine, and Mariner goes off to meet with a friend.
Suspicious. I do like how on Ferengi, the Ferengi home planet, and it makes sense because, you know, we need the gags, but, like, everything's in English.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, but it is nice we get, you know, a lot of like, quick sight gags.
Yeah, lots of visual gags in this episode.
But it's just like, but it is just like, you think about it, like, wait a minute, why would everything be in English?
Yeah, visual gag, like when your cock hits the back of the throat.
When the cock hits the back of your throat.
That's amore.
That's amore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No. So waiting in line for their hotel room, Rutherford and Tendi suddenly get embarrassed when they take the marriage thing a little too far, and they say they love each other, and they decide to head back to the ship. But the Ferengi at the desk announces them, and they put a giant bow on them and say that they're getting a great deal.
Yeah, and I do like how, like, they, and again, more human imagery. They get, like, hearts and everything.
Yeah,
It's like,
they do.
Yeah, but, you know, maybe Ferengi, maybe that'd be funny if that turns, if, like, that is actually, like, the actual how Ferengi hearts look.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That would have been funny.
Yeah. That's how their penises look, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They got big heart-shaped dongs.
Aw.
You know that song Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana?
Yeah. Oh, because then what else? What fits a heart-shaped box?
Heart-shaped
Heart-shaped cock.
Yeah, that's what goes into a heart-shaped box, a heart-shaped cock.
Yeah, it
Perfect
does.
fit.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That would be very cool.
I actually would love like a plexiglass heart-shaped box, because like someone in the fetal position is essentially in a heart shape with the holes at the bottom. And so I'd get a big heart-shaped plexiglass box and drill some holes in it and stick someone inside and fuck them in there.
Okay. Why not? Sure, Brent.
So, in his room, Boimler is checking out the amenities, all of which are paid, including a machine to allow him to pay for other paid machines. Suddenly a commercial for Sluggo Cola plays, and then a program about cop landlords.
Which is, I think, one of the funniest jokes of this episode.
It is, and it's definitely something they'd have on Ferengi. And
yeah.
I like how much like Ferengi is like our modern society, basically.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like they're like, you know, they have the same type of television, and Boimler is like, oh, it's like a holo novel, but not.
Oh, they can just lie to you, about the commercial, which I thought was really funny. Because that's why I always felt like, because back in like the '60s, all the way up into the '80s and stuff, like, you know, obviously like the human stand-in in Star Trek were the Klingons, because they were supposed to represent, you know, Russians, you know, our warlike nature, and I definitely felt, you know, after that. You know, especially after the Reaganism and everything else, it's like, you know, it's like, no, that's when they introduced, like, you know, the Ferengi, which are the true human stand-ins and have been the human stand-ins, I think, since ever since.
Yeah, since like the late '90s at least. Like that's what DS9 did, I think. Yeah,
just like humans as the hyper capitalists that we really are, just like it's like a parody of us, just like slightly elevated, but not by much.
It's as much parody as like a Gordon Gekko in like Wall Street is. It's like really not too far of a stretch.
No, it isn't.
And I actually I have met people like in finance who really believe that type of shit and believe that like communism is evil because you know, their parents got ejected from a communist country for owning 8 businesses and exploiting labor.
Yeah.
Weird.
But then they're on top because of hard work.
Right. It's other people's hard work.
But yeah, Ferengi are definitely the human stand-in.
Mm-hmm. They certainly are. They are now, at least. In the smarter written Star Trek.
Yeah, and I feel that's what they do a lot. Like, giving that they have the chance to go to Ferenginar and like they can do a lot of jokes like this, you know, kind of just like, you know, just slightly elevated human culture and just being like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
No. So Mariner steps into a restaurant and meets with Quimp, a Ferengi played by none other than Tom fucking Kenny.
Oh, is that Tom Kenny?
SpongeBob SquarePants himself.
I was wondering who did that voice.
Yeah. Mariner complains about her current comfy position, and Quimp chides her for it. She orders a bunch of drinks, and the two resolve to get day drunk together. Which what's the
super
earliest?
day drunk? That's 10 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the earliest you've ever gotten drunk?
Maybe. Well. Like, are we talking just like having a couple drinks, or just like?
I'm talking about, you know, getting drunk, like wasted. A couple, like more like six or more drinks within a short period of time.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. That's it.
Yeah.
Dog, I've gotten drunk at like 6 a.m. to go to work.
No, and I've never done that.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've had like gone to like brunch before. I guess like a breakfast. I've had like a little boozy drink, but. Yeah, I think
Look at Mr. Self-Control over here.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking that. I've been slowly like not even drinking anymore anyway. So
yeah,
I'm like feel better not doing it.
Yeah, you do. You really do. It feels less bad.
Do you feel less bad?
Oh,
yeah, especially when you get up there in years. It's just like putting pain in your body.
Yeah, a great analogy I heard for it was getting drunk is taking out a loan on tomorrow's fun.
Yeah.
Which is not untrue. Like, if you get too drunk, you take out loans on that day and the next day.
Yeah.
And you have no fun those days. You're not allowed at all.
Nope.
Which, I don't know how much fun you can have in a night, but I don't know. If I had a heart-shaped plexiglass box,
everyone's going to see that go on Brit's wish list on Amazon.
I've already priced it out.
I'm talking to a plexiglass guy.
I have some quotes if you want.
Yeah.
So, back with Freeman and the Admiral, they're speaking with Grand Negus Rom, who is a silly himbo who, instead of focusing on the application, talks about baseball and how much he loves baseball.
Yeah, because Max is a really good baseball player in real life.
He is.
And loved playing on the holodeck.
Yeah, Take Me Out to the Holodeck.
Yeah.
Great episode. It's okay.
I love that episode.
I stand with the Vulcan logicians, to be honest. They're the superior team.
Yeah. But who had the most fun?
That's a great point.
The Niners did.
The Niners definitely had the most fun.
Yeah, Vulcans took no pleasure in their win.
They didn't. They don't take pleasure in anything, including sex.
No.
How do you think? They probably don't even announce that they come. They just like kind of keep going until like they're like, is everything finished? Is everything done?
Well, I would say they probably have to announce it because that's logical.
Is it logical?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
Because then they're just telling the person okay, we can stop.
Yeah, that's it. They go, we can stop now.
Yeah.
They don't say I'm going to come or anything like that.
They say we can stop now.
Like my half of the sex is finished. Is your half of the sex complete yet?
Give me one. Yes.
I don't know. Do you think Klingons even have prostates? Because that's like not logical, right?
Klingons? Or
I'm sorry, Vulcans. Yeah.
Yeah, Who knows?
Only God knows.
I mean, this is another question that we have to actually bring up to a actor. We can go to Tim Russ.
Right.
We can go like Tim Russ.
Tim Russ would probably enjoy that.
Do Vulcans have prostates, or did just Spock have one? Because Spock is half human.
Yeah, he has a Spock state.
So yeah, Spock's part. Yeah, it's like a Spock spot.
The Spock spot. You hit my G Spock. You're hitting my G Spock.
Yeah. And Tim Russ will be like, "Who are you, and how did you get in my house?"
Just a fan.
Just a fan. Is that a gun? Sit down. You got some questions to answer. We got a lot of questions about Vulcan anatomy that you're gonna answer. And it's like, I'm just the actor.
Sit the fuck down.
And if we tell him that if he answers all of our questions, he can play one of his songs.
Yeah, it was one of his blues songs.
Yeah, one of his blues songs, and we'll listen, and we'll be very appreciative.
We'll give it a favorable review on Amazon.
Yeah, we'll give it a favorable. Yeah, we'll both buy copies of his album.
Yeah.
And give it a 5-star review.
Yeah.
She's like, put the gun away. You don't need that anymore.
Or you know what? Keep it up. It turns me on.
Ooh, I'm having some awakenings right now. Never thought I'd have this at my age.
Yeah, we're gonna have Tim Russ have a sexual revolution.
This whole house gets decked out in guns after this.
And dildos.
And dildos. He's holding the gun at himself. It's the new David Carradine.
He just holds it in his mouth while he masturbates.
Yeah. And then accidentally goes off and like, oh my god, he Carradined himself.
I mean, that's not carradining because he choked himself.
Yeah, that's still kind of the same.
Who's blown their head off? Who's the most famous person who's shot their face off?
I mean, Kurt Cobain, I think.
Oh yeah. Well,
Bud Dwyer. Courtney Love did it, yeah. Or El Duce from the Mentors. You know, he claimed that he shot Kurt Cobain.
who? What? No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, lead singer of the band the Mentors, who are they're really shitty. But like yeah, he also claims.
How could he have even done that?
He said I think he said he was hired by Courtney Love or something.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think he was just getting attention. He sucked. So, but yeah. But you know, I think him or Bud Dwyer.
Bud Dwyer wasn't that famous except for killing himself.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why he's famous. Yeah.
I'd Google it, but I know I'm just gonna get like a do you need help notification again. I've already got enough of those. God, if I had a nickel every time I had one of those, I'd be wealthy.
I'd have a lot of nickels. Let's just say that.
I have a roll of nickels.
I'd be taking a trip to the bank with a roll of them. I got a bunch of rolls of nickels for you.
If you said that at the bank, they would arrest you. Yeah, like, even though it's a totally reasonable thing to say in the bank,
but to say that in that tone, they just open fire on me.
Especially if you're in the back of the line.
I got some rolls of nickels for you.
Yeah. So Mariner steps into a restaurant. No, we already got Tom Kenny. Mariner complains about her current comfy position and Quimp chides for her for it. She orders a bunch of drinks, and the two resolve to get day drunk together. So, we already got past that. Cool. So, now we're back to Grand Negus Rom talking with Freeman and the Admiral. Lita talks to them on the side and says if they let Rom just move some numbers around on the application, he'll be much more likely to sign it. Freeman is skeptical about this and says it's a ruse, but the Admiral is confident and Rom is simple. They sit and reopen negotiations, and Lita takes the lead, and they're very well prepared to milk the contract for all it's worth.
Yeah,
which
it's good. It's a good con, you know.
Yeah. And it is very like Ferengi, and like as much as I want Rom to be like a communist leader, I can also see him making like slow reforms.
Yeah.
Like making no arms sales, which is still better than the United States does.
Yeah. Even Quark wouldn't do that in the show.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Quark was ethically against it. Mm-hmm. That's why it's like it's hard to have like Quark as like a parody of American capitalism when he actually has more heart and empathy. When he
has far better values than the average American.
I know. Yeah, Quark is a reliable, good person. That's his core.
And he's also like not racist, which is doing better than like a third of America already.
Yeah, I know. So it's just like they couldn't take Quark all the way. Like also they know, like that they did, like he wouldn't have been like a
fan favorite.
Yeah,
everyone loves Quark.
Yeah.
I sold a fucking ton of Quark ashtrays before we went out of business.
Hells yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
Bunch of those motherfuckers.
People love Quark. Yeah.
People do be loving that little guy. I don't blame them. Yeah. I love him too.
Yeah.
I got a smoke weed, do green ashtray right over there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Freeman is skeptical about this and thinks it's a ruse. Admiral is confident that Rom is simple. They sit and reopen negotiations, and Lita is milking it. Back with Boimler, he's become obsessed with Ferengi television, and he notes that putting advertisements in shows is like mind control. Next up is a program about everyone in an office being secretly in love. Is an obvious chide at shipping culture, but Boimler gets really into the show.
Yeah.
Over with Tendi and Rutherford, they're in a honeymoon suite where everything is shaped like hearts. Their concierge, who calls himself a hug-cierge, comes in offering a couple's photo session and makes them put on fancy outfits. They are obviously attracted to each other and nervous around each other and run when offered lingerie.
I do like how it does show like how all of Ferenginar basically works is like the hospitality industry almost.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty interesting.
I mean, what else will there be in like a post-capitalist future?
Yeah.
Like that's the only way that like trading really makes sense is like when material goods are all spoken for, all you can do is like trade latinum, rare materials, I guess.
Yeah.
Tourism,
yeah. Yeah,
like,
it seems,
yeah, they're not making more real estate, so like
yeah, it's just like, well, we got some really fancy hotels and with really fun activities. Yeah.
It'd be better if they were snack activities.
Oh yeah,
where you got a snack during each one of them.
They kind of do almost, and later on.
How about Gur activities, where they're all Garrick related activities?
That's even better.
That's the best. So, at a Ferengi library, Mariner and Quimp are playing Dabo, which is already pretty funny.
Oh, and the hug Sierra, his name's Parth. That's where the title comes from.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch his name, Parth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they mentioned it later on.
Like, I think it was played by a pretty big voice actor as well.
Yeah, a lot of people in this sounded familiar. I couldn't place any of them though.
Yeah, one sec. Actually, would you mind looking it up?
Yeah.
I keep talking. Cool.
Go for it.
So, Quimp tries to go and leave Mariner before they get into the part of the night where they do things they regret. But then a waiter bumps into him and spills some drinks on him and apologizes. But Mariner is not taking it and gets into a fight with him, which sets off his biker gang and a brawl ensues. They had a pretty fun line here, too. Like, the guy was, like, being nervous and like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just here having a nice night with my biker gang.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah. So back on the USS Toronto, which is the Admiral's ship that they're doing negotiations on, with Freeman and the Admiral, they're getting through the contract, and it's now highly favoring the Ferengi, thanks to Lita. Rom asks to sign it at his palace, where all his favorite baseballs are, and he says there will be better photo ops there as well. Freeman is skeptical again, and she tells the Admiral to use caution. Back with Tendi and Rutherford, they're out for dinner and decide to stop pretending to be married, thinking that pretending to be in a relationship is harder than their usual jobs of keeping the ship together. Suddenly, their hug-cierge comes over and tries to give them more romantic menus. but Rutherford tries to come clean before a red alert sounds. 2 Ferengi have been outed for pretending to be a couple to get a discount, which is one of Ferenginar's worst felonies, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. There's you can't think there's like property theft, so there's hospitality theft.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, and hospitality theft, I don't know how I feel about it as a crime. Because, hospitality industry is important and those people are like paid dog shit. Mm-hmm. But that's because of the people on the top of the hospitality industry.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't even know where to go with that. Break down capitalism. Maybe that's where I'll go. So the couple that have been outed for pretending to be a couple are sent to the mines. Tendi and Rutherford fake being in love and are given chocolate molds of each other and told they're to eat as they say things they liked about each other as they're raised on a platform to do it in front of a restaurant, which is some kind of lie detector test. Which is the dumbest idea, but I still accepted it here because it was kind of fun.
Yeah, because it's like, because it adds another level of stress to it where they actually have to, because they're feeling like they're getting too close, but they have to say like things they actually care about, and if they don't, they go to the mines
for life.
For life.
So back with Mariner and Quimp, he's excoriating her for being a rowdy drunken fool as she pukes all over. Apparently he made a lot of bribes to get her out of jail.
Oh, no.
And she's all beaten up, and he got punched in the face.
Also, I couldn't. They haven't posted the other cast credits on Internet Movie Days.
Son of a bitch.
I always notice they do it the week later because every time.
It's not on IMDb. It's on Memory Alpha.
Memory Alpha.
Yeah, Memory Alpha.
Excuse me.
So, Mariner says Quimp has changed, and Quimp says he has changed because that's what happens when you're not stuck in a stage of immature rebellion, which is a pretty deep cut to Mariner, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Quimp says he just wants her to live long enough to pay him back. They're at a memorial for lost profits, not PRO. It's PROFITS.
Yeah.
I forgot how to spell it the other way because I'm dumb. Even though I have it on one of our shirts. People are mourning their lost money. And Quimp says Mariner needs to figure out what's eating her up inside.
Eat her up inside. Eat me up. Eat her up inside. Save me.
Eat my pussy. Yeah. I love the rapping part of that song.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So, Tendi and Rutherford are busy eating their chocolate molds of each other and complimenting each other's hair, and they pass the newlywed package. And they're now to consummate their marriage, but not in front of everybody, but instead in a box where everyone can hear it, which is a pretty fun gag.
That was really funny.
Yeah. Dr. Maglimo comes out of nowhere in to review the restaurant for his people and notes that Tendi and Rutherford are the 2 closest platonic friends on his ship, which is like really like shoehorned in, but still pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a really weird way to describe someone.
Yeah. But security is alerted for this. Tendi causes a scene about how they're in love, her and Rutherford, with Dr. Maglimo. They both pretend to be in love with the doctor as a ruse. Security is told to stand down. Maglimo is offered the home record package, and he gladly takes it. Mm-hmm. So, at the Ferengi Palace, Lita is finalizing the very favorable Ferengi details and has the Admiral dance for them. Suddenly, Freeman says she has their terms and added $1 billion of gold-pressed latinum to the deal. Lita is skeptical of this, but Freeman has added one stipulation to the clause, that before their terms are to come to fruition, they must recruit one more member planet themselves, since they're so good at it. Mm-hmm. Rom immediately jumps at it and signs it, thinking that he could recruit every planet in the Ferengi debt. But Freeman says they get nothing, because the planet named in the fine print is Kronos, the Klingon homeworld.
Fucking got him.
Which Lita says is impossible, which also kind of like tells you where Kronos and the Klingon Empire is at this point, under the direction of Martok and the House of Martok.
Yeah.
Assuming that he's still there. Which I don't know if it's made it clear that Martok's still Chancellor or not. Has it?
I think so. I think they mentioned him before.
I know they mentioned him, but I don't know if as the current Chancellor or not. So, Freeman quotes the rules of acquisition, and Rom says she swindled them like a true Ferengi. He feels as though the Federation is recognizing and respecting the true Ferengi culture. He agrees to sign the standard papers.
It's like, nope, you already signed the other one.
Yeah, right?
Also, apparently, I'm not sure if it is him, but I guess like the guy who did the voice of Parth is Dave Foley.
Yeah, that's right. Dave Foley. Yeah.
But I guess his the name he's I guess registered under SAG under is David Foley.
Interesting.
So I'm not sure if it's the same Dave Foley.
Oh,
but it could be.
Maybe he's just a different Foley artist. You got me? A Foley artist. Ha ha!
Oh my God. Oh, he's in the newest season of Fargo.
Dave Foley?
Yeah. I know that.
More like Rave Foley.
Whoa.
Because he likes to dance.
Rave Foley.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you?
No.
You gonna masturbate to it?
This is the second week in a row we've had reviewed something that had a Kids in the Hall in it.
Oh, yeah. We had Kevin McDonald.
Yeah, Kevin McDonald.
Yeah. It'd be cooler if it was Seven McDonald and he was like, "What's in the box?
What's in the box?"
Yep. So over with Mariner, Ransom comes in and asks how guy duty was, and she commiserates how bad it went. Ransom asks Tendi and Rutherford how they were, and they commiserate not having any natural chemistry before Rutherford lifts her into a Jeffries tube romantically.
And then lays on top of her.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, this is right." And they're basically like doing the Mormon soaking thing, I think.
Yeah, they're soaking.
And they're definitely soaking.
They need someone to help them jump hump.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Jeffries tube, that one's probably unstable, so they go into that one and it rattles around a little bit.
Yeah, that's a rock and rolling one.
That's when the Jeffries tubes are rocking, don't come a knocking. You know what they say, buddy. So Ransom asks where Boimler is, and he's still on Ferenginar after watching 8 hours straight of Ferengi television. He apologizes, but Ransom says he's authorized security forces from Ferenginar to drag him out. As they begin tasing Boimler, Rutherford drinks some Sluggo Cola. The end.
I did like how he's just like, "All right, I've authorized authorities to come and claim you. Just go limp." He's like, "What? No!"
Yeah. What do you think of this episode, dog?
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I love Ferengi.
Yeah, I really like the episodes this season. I think their best episodes are the ones where they're on like alien planets,
which they've been consistently doing this season. It's really nice.
I mean, it's this one and the Orion one. The Betazoid, were they on Betazoid? There was Betazoids in an episode.
Yeah, they were going to Ryza, but
that's
it was
right.
a Betazoid centered.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. This season's been pretty hit and miss for me, but it's had two really strong episodes, I think. This one and Something Borrowed, Something Green. I think we're both pretty A.
Both on alien planets.
Both on. Yeah, I tried to come up with a joke, but you know what? I got a fucking soundboard here.
Both on alien planets.
See, that's just
Perfect.
funny. Yeah, automatically funny.
Yeah, because that's the thing, like, you know, because it's Star Trek, we don't spend that much time on these planets, so we don't learn a lot about them.
Yeah, right. And I think a lot of that is for like budgetary concerns.
Yeah.
But you know, it doesn't matter for a cartoon. They can go wherever the fuck they want.
Exactly. They can be as creative as they want, create new architecture.
Do you have any idea who the single person ship is yet?
No.
Do you have any guesses still?
No, I had one, I guess, that one guy, engineer guy, but I've kind of lost that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's Talin. Maybe it's future Talin.
Maybe it's Jennifer. We haven't seen Jennifer.
Jennifer could have gone rogue.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. in the words of Tommy Two-Tone, Jenny, I got your number.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make you mine.
That's true.
Jenny, don't lose that number.
8675309.
867-969. Or whatever.
Whatever it is.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, no one. I mean, everyone has like a 10-digit phone number now. Like no one uses just a local phone number.
Yeah, there's no area code there, so it could be any number.
Right.
It could be from literally anywhere.
Right. What's your area code to your phone?
240.
Is that Baltimore?
Yeah, it's Maryland.
Bummer.
Good old Maryland.
Yeah. Yeah, any notes on this episode? Anything you found interesting? Besides a great voice cast with David Foley and Tom Kenny.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it had to have been that Dave Foley. Why would they get that Tom Kenny and not that Dave Foley?
That would be very
I feel
weird.
like Tom Kenny costs a lot more for voice work since he's SpongeBob fucking SquarePants.
He is SquarePants. He is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it could. I hope it was David Foley. I like him a lot. He was the other guy I really liked in news radio.
Yeah, more like a SpongeWad sperm pants. Got him.
Ooh.
Got him.
Hey,
Patrick, I'm going to drop a wad in your asshole.
Coming for you, SpongeBob motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
About time someone took him down.
Yeah, you thought you were safe because you're in a children's cartoon? No.
I don't think so.
No, you're fucking done, motherfucker.
You are donezo.
You better put a fork in you because you're motherfucking done.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. But yeah. But no notes. I liked it. I like how they kind of like finally addressed the brooding sexual tension between Rutherford and Tendi.
They kind of did, but they kind of didn't.
Yeah, it did kind of feel like maybe they were just like, you know what, we're gonna give him
tease
this.
you. We're gonna tease your cock a little bit so you want to come, but you can't come. We're not gonna let you come.
And then they're just like, yeah, guess what? Now it's gonna return back to platonic for the rest of the series.
Platonic, supersonic, animatronic,
intergalactic,
planetary,
platonic.
That's no. That's a song with 2 Star Trek references.
And it appeared in a Star Trek movie.
It did.
So that's kind of weird that he would be listening to that song.
Right, which has a reference to him
Spock.
from the past into the future.
Yeah.
And to Klingons.
Yeah.
Which, did they even... Yeah, they did know the Klingons at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they? Yeah, they did. I guess so, yeah. Yeah, because Enterprise. But then, like, yeah, the time, it's kind of... Time was kind of messy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, but yeah. Good episode.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Would you, if it was in a jar of mayonnaise, would you stick your dick in this episode?
If it was a jar of mayonnaise.
If it was in a jar of mayonnaise.
If it was in a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah. It doesn't have to, like, be the mayonnaise itself.
You know what? I'm gonna have to pass. I just feel that'd be very. It would ruin an entire jar of mayonnaise.
This is why your bloodline ends with you, Patrick.
I wanted to end with me.
Well, congratulations.
Nah, my brother's having kids, so.
Yeah, you have a different dad.
Oh shit!
I'm letting you know now.
Yeah, I have to tell you this.
Yeah, you've been adopted. I'm your dad.
Is this as you went back in time type situation?
Yeah, went back in time.
So
your mom.
you've met my mom.
I fucked her. Didn't meet her. It was in a glory hole.
But I'm just saying you have met my mom.
I mean, I meted her.
You meted her.
MEATED.
Well, I'm just saying you met her and you still went back in time.
You don't meet someone in a glory hole.
No, but you met her in person. You shook her hand.
No.
You talked to her. I watched you.
No, I didn't. That was a different me.
Oh.
That was like a Tom Riker situation.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
That was Clint.
Sure.
Or Ireland.
Yeah. Like Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for Clint.
No.
No. Yeah, Northern Ireland.
or Scotty. Scotland.
Oh yeah, there you go. Scotty. Yeah. Scotty Straw. Yeah.
Scotty Straw.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a convincing name.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
It's hard to come up with a convincing name.
Yeah, because what is Scott usually short for?
Scott.
Scott, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So no one could be like, oh, Scott, was that short for? And then you're like, no, Scotland.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone named Scotland who goes by Scott.
Yeah, probably.
Be a dumbass name, but I'm sure someone has it. Everyone's got a dumbass name.
Yeah, there's no Scott Antha.
Yeah.
What did what was Rutherford called? His real full name? Samanthan.
Which is a sick name.
That was so good.
Oh.
Just like Bradward Boimler.
Yeah.
That was good. I like how they get the stupidest names ever.
Yeah, they were pretty fun.
So I guess that's another thing that was added. We got to know that his name is Samanthan.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fun.
Cool.
Cool. How about you? Anything to add?
No. You ever tried to boof scrambled eggs?
No, I'm vegan.
Oh. I mean, eating it from your asshole, that's only like you can't put animal products in your mouth, right?
I guess that's true, but I never liked scrambled eggs in the first place, so I won't even want them in my butthole, so.
What about tossed salad and scrambled eggs? Baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Come on back now.
Has anyone ever actually tried that?
Yeah.
That's a meal.
Yeah, I brought it to a Fraser party.
Did you really have
tossed salad and scrambled eggs? Come on back now.
Did you let the scrambled eggs cool down first before you added them?
No.
But I guess that makes sense because people eat hard-boiled eggs with their salads.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess scrambled is just seems.
Put some powdered sugar in there to make them nice and sweet.
What kind of salad was it?
It's like an Asian peanut salad.
Okay, so you for this party you put together powdered sugared eggs and an Asian ginger salad. You said.
Something like that.
Okay.
It's like a peanut salad.
Oh, Asian peanut salad. Okay, got you.
With a sesame dressing.
With a sesame dressing. Okay.
Yep. And I boofed it.
And you boofed it.
And I boofed it.
Before you fed it to everyone at the party.
Well, yeah. How else do you wash the lettuce?
You gotta boof it.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah, that's probably a good place for us to end it.
Yeah. What are you doing with the gun, Britt?
Well, thanks for joining us, Soldiers. Be well, travel safe. And I'd say go watch this episode, which Parth's Ferengi's Heart Place.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty fun time.
Pretty good time. All right. Well, thanks for checking with us, Soy Boys, Girls, and Other Willy Beans. Hang Dong and Shocker.
There is dark in the darkness, and there is dark. Beware of yourself. Beware of the shark.